Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. This is Success with Srini.
Welcome back to day 3 or part 3 of how to win in life, in career, in business, in relationships, in finances, whatever you have got going. For the last 2 days, we are talking about different strategies, different insights on how to win in life. We started on 1st of August. I went through 4 specific strategies or ideas or concepts or whatever you want to call them. Yesterday, I went through a little bit of a bigger list or longer list. We talked about a few more strategies. But today, I want to specifically talk about how to win at home. Because you can't win outside and lose inside. So unless you're not winning at home, any win outside of home is not a real win. I see people struggle with this. They are doing amazing things outside of the house, but when it comes to their own home, they have fights, they have disagreements, they have a lot of things going on, and they feel they have lost it at home. So any outside win cannot replace a loss that's happening inside. So you got to win from inside. So we'll talk about some things that you have to do at home. Let's get into this. The first and the foremost thing is do not nag. It's a big one. Nagging destroys relationships. I'll come back and do a longer and a deeper podcast on this specific topic. But for now, if you understand what nagging is, do not nag. Keep the conversations inside. Words will destroy you before they destroy people outside of you. So words modify you first before they modify others. So if you're using negative words, nasty words, inappropriate words, then you run the risk of those words damaging you more than they damage anybody else outside. So it does more harm to you than whatever you are trying to do with others. So be careful with the words that you choose. Be careful how you say them. Don't keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. It just states your character. It doesn't do any good. It doesn't solve anything. And also, as a part of the part 1 of this podcast or of the series, 2 days ago, I said, do not criticize. So that applies also at home. Do not nag. Do not criticize. The next one, constantly find small things to appreciate. And I think I said this yesterday also. It applies at home also. Any little small thing your child does, your spouse does, your partner does, appreciate even the smallest things. And the next one is pay attention to little things. So this kind of goes with the previous statement. You're kind of attention means that you are constantly looking for, and finding means that you have a part of your mind that can process and find small things and then appreciate them. But then paying attention to small things is like you are always there, literally always there. When you are with people in the house, with your children, with your spouse, you're constantly there, like literally in an aware state, looking for, paying attention to small things. When you pay attention to small things, it's natural that you'll start either rectifying the mistakes they're making without criticizing, without nagging, or you compliment them for whatever little things they're doing that are good. So heightened attention to little things is the key. Obviously, you got to be courteous and nice. There's no shortcut. Okay? One of the greatest mentors that I had once told me, and also recently told me, that Srini, always say yes. You want to win at home? Always say yes. And always say, you're right. Okay, you're right. And yes. Secret to success. I also suggest that you read at least one book a year on relationships. I would say read one a month if you can, maybe one a quarter, but for sure one a year. If you really want to take your game to the next level, go to a relationship or a couples seminar. There's always things that we can learn. Relationships are those things which we easily take them for granted. So sometimes it's important to kind of learn whatever you already have in your hands so that you can process it differently without taking them for granted. So that's all for now. I can go and I can add a few more things to this list, but this is the list that I'm referring to from my 2016 presentation. This is the one that I shared in the room. There were about 160 people in the room. They went through this. I found the deck, so I thought I would come, and in fact, they are this way. There are 3 different slides. So I just followed the same structure. I did not alter anything, and I presented them as a podcast here. Hopefully, this was helpful. All the links to the previous podcasts are there in the comment section, in the description section if you're watching this in YouTube, and also on the podcasting app whatever podcasting app you're using right now to listen to this. That's all for now. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and we'll start a new series and we go from there. So appreciate you staying with me, appreciate your questions, appreciate your comments, and I look forward to the next series, which I promise you is going to completely change your game. So you have to stay tuned for tomorrow's podcast episode for that. That's all for now. Wherever you are, be safe, and I'll be talking to you as early as tomorrow. Bye now.